So how are we going to handle Dragonborn in Dragonlance? This is something that I've started to look at. And what's really interesting, I was really excited being a Dragonlance enthusiast when we got proper Dragonborn outside of Dragonlance, outside of Krynn. I mean, look, there were a couple of good things regarding 4th edition D&D. And now the Dragonborn character is very iconic in Dungeons & Dragons, the current edition, and I'm sure for future editions. We all know it's a Draconian. Come on. So with that perspective, though, how does it play in? Is it going to map 1-to-1? And how is that going to be handled based on the players themselves? Is it going to work off of alignment? By the very nature, at least in, do I say standard? Do I say old? Do I say previous? With Krynn, Draconians are the evil troops, are the evil soldiers of the Dragon High Lords. Could one or two go rogue and find themselves as Dragonborn? Are the two going to exist equally? That brings up the interesting perspective from the narrative. If Dragonborn exist in that realm, then how does that work if some become corrupted? The general NPCs and population, how are they going to view it? I find that very, very interesting, and I'm curious to see how that would work. Now, do they remove that character completely? I don't see that. Look, I won't say that's like 38% of the D&D player base, but there is a significant player base that enjoys playing Dragonborn. I've played the character. I love playing it. A lot of opportunities there. And just from the perspective of a dungeon master, I allow anything, any type of character class you want to play. You want to pull in a Warforged and we're in the Forgotten Realms, like we'll make it happen, right? We'll figure out a way. So I would have a challenge where if my players wanted to play Dragonborn and they're not inherent in the current edition of Dragonlance, bringing that in, I would allow it, but how would it work? Now, this is where things get interesting also. One of the characters that I play is Fangsnarl. He's a gnoll. I play this kind of in generic D&D 5 right now. He's a barbarian. And his backstory really quick, just to frame it, he was part of a gnoll raiding party, attacked a caravan, got blasted by a wizard, got resurrected by a wizard, and now has had his alignment changed from lawful evil to lawful good. So now he's going around trying to atone for his past actions, but also to answer the question, what is good? What is good? Now, when I play him, what's interesting is just because I want to play him as a gnoll character doesn't negate how the realm views gnolls. I'm not just walking into a city with the party. Now, we have a bio, how I've been accepted by the party, and we work together, and I'm not going to betray them. But I can't just walk into a city. So we have to have disguise spells or bind to me as a prisoner, or sometimes I'm outside the gates just kind of waiting. Likewise, when we kind of move through the wilderness and we come across orcs or other opportunities to speak, they're not always going to attack me, although often they will because they'll just attack. But then there's the opportunity where the other kind of more accepted character classes are the outsiders, and I have to negotiate. So bringing that aspect in, that's a possibility if Dragonborn are going to go in that direction. But that's also kind of limiting too, and really puts the character in one type of character way to play. So I'm going to be very, very curious to see how that finally works out and kind of being a big, big part of Dragonlance. Where is it going to play? Where is it going to work?